Clyde, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Awesome. All right, we're going to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Awesome. We're going to open it up to questions here, and Pete Sweeney is going to be our first one up here. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Clyde, congratulations on getting drafted by the Chiefs.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
In your own estimation, of all the teams in the National Football League, you end up here. What do you think makes the Chiefs the best fit for what your game brings to the table?
Just how versatile the offense is, and they were big on being able to get the running back out in space, and I feel like that was where I absolutely thrived. And the Chiefs, they made a great call. The offense, the whole game plan, everything is a perfect fit for me. And ultimately, I just feel like, that's a perfect fit, and it's a great fit as far as me being a person and the team. I absolutely I was able to text Tyrann and get in touch with Nicole and everybody. So far it's already been on the plus side.
Okay, Darren Smith, go ahead, Darren.
Hey, first of all, welcome to Kansas City. Can't wait to feed you some of this Gates barbecue when you get here. Big question for you. Obviously, you've come from a winning program, winning a national title. What's it mean to go from Joe Burrow now to Patrick Mahomes?
I mean, it's like a step. It's the next step. Being able to be with a guy who won, a Super Bowl and was an MVP and was currently the MVP, and being able to line up next to him is something I absolutely dreamed of. And ultimately hearing, the draft story and then him getting the final text and, just shoot me one name and then the only name he sent back was Clyde. It makes me feel wanted. It makes me feel like there's a plan, and we know once we execute that plan, we can be back-to-back Super Bowl champs.
All right, we'll go to Matt McMullen. Matt, can you hear us?
Yeah. Hey, congratulations, Clyde. Welcome to Kansas City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So growing up in Baton Rouge, I'm guessing you're a Tyrann Mathieu fan. What's it going to be like playing with the Honey Badger in Kansas City?
It's going to be pretty epic. Being younger than him, I've always watched him, but never got the opportunity to play with him. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I know he's going to show me some things that I've never seen as far as coverage, and now I can only get better from working with as far as what I see as the GOAT.
Herbie, go ahead.
Hey, Clyde, welcome to Kansas City. Before you went to LSU, there was a story out there that Auburn once told you that you were not SEC caliber running back. Do you remember that?
Yes, I think that was Bama. So we were actually going to Bama, but yeah, I remember that I was told that I wasn't SEC caliber.
All right, let's go to Adam Teicher.
Hey, Clyde. You broke up a little bit when you were talking earlier about why you feel like you're a fit in the Chiefs system. Can you sort of elaborate on that? Why you feel like you're a good fit for what's going on offensively here?
So watching the Kansas City offense last year, they were big on getting the back out in space. Any check down, any way the back can get out and run a route, that's where, I absolutely did most of my damage as far as, being in the passing game. And that's what Kansas City is big on, and that's what the foundation is built on, being able to get the ball in space and spread the ball out. That makes defenses stress. So being able to be a running back and catch the ball out of the backfield and run routes, I feel like everything is a perfect mesh.
All right, guys, we got time for a couple more here. Let's go with Matt Derrick.
Hey, Clyde, welcome to Kansas City. There's been quite a few LSU running backs that have come through Kansas City the last few years, and I think you're pretty close to Darryl Williams. What kind of influence has Darryl had on you, and what is it about LSU that makes it such a great place for running backs that want to go to the NFL?
Growing up, I was coming in under Darryl in the LSU's running back room, So initially when I came in, Darryl kind of took me under his wing along with Darius Geis, but Darryl was the person that made me understand playbooks and everything more. I mean, I was a 17-year-old kid, just turned 17, and Darryl was trying to teach me all these things as far as a college offense. And ultimately I had to learn, 3 different offenses, but Darryl was always there, when I was learning the first time. So Darryl's a mentor for me. As soon as my name came across the screen, Darryl was the first person that the first number that came across my screen. So ultimately, I mean, he's a big brother to me, and being a running back at LSU just means more than just saying it. We walk in with a legacy in the room, and then you leave with a greater legacy, and that's just the nature of it. Everybody comes in and compete, and that's the same way at Kansas City. So I can't wait to compete.
All right, Nate Taylor, why don't you close us out?
Hey, Clyde, congratulations again. I want to talk to you about being an option out of the backfield in terms of receiving. Just how did that develop over time? How much do you feel like that was a value not only just to LSU, but obviously to this draft process and convincing the Chiefs that you were both capable as a runner and a receiver?
I think it started early on, me being a receiving back in high school. I was on the same team as Darius Geis in high school, and I couldn't, him being on the field his junior and senior year was a must in high school. So I had to find a way to get on the field. They wanted me to get on the field, and I started playing slot and wide receiver, and kind of hop back and forth from slot, to the backfield, and then 2 back sets. So ultimately, it was just kind of something that was just part of my DNA. I was always able to catch. I was always able to run routes, and LSU took complete advantage of it. With my last year, being able to get me out in space and let me run routes, because that's always that was the thing that I did. That's how I ended up at LSU. But ultimately, we just needed the offense to help it, and we ended up with it. And now, I don't even have to worry about that. I'm going into an offense that's absolutely fitting for me.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Clyde, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thank y'all so much.